Welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. I hope everyone's having a great day. Today I have for you a easy and inexpensive fall splatter screen pumpkin wreath tutorial. For this DIY, you're going to need one splatter screen with the handle and two with the knob, and I picked them up at Dollar Tree. And you're going to need some spray paint, and this is Rustic Pink Rust-Oleum spray paint, and I picked it up at Walmart. You're also going to need some floral wire and your wire cutters, and you can kind of play around with your splatter screens to shape the pumpkin however you would like. You can either put the one with the handle at the back or you can put it at the front. There's lots of different ways. You can make your smaller, bigger, however you would like, so just play around with it before you wire it together. I have a little helper helping me today, Mr. Parker. He wants to help with this splatter screen pumpkin wreath. So there's my little chihuahua. He is so sweet and he's usually close by. I am just taking some 20 gauge floral wire, cutting it into smaller pieces and wiring the splatter screens together. So I am overlapping them and wiring them together. Then I'm going to go to the back, give the wires a few twists, cut them off short, and fold them down. I put two wires at the top and two wires at the bottom. That way the splatter screens would not move. And the new Dollar Tree splatter screens, the mesh, the screen is kind of close together, so it takes a little bit of time and patience to push your wire through to the back. I spray painted my splatter screens after I got them wired together. That way hopefully I would not get the paint scratched off as much. Every fall I make a fall splatter screen pumpkin wreath, so I have several tutorials with these splatter screen pumpkin wreaths, and I also have a few that I have made for Halloween. So if you'd like to check those out, I'll link some of them in the description box for you. My son spray painted my splatter screens outside and they've had time to dry. So for this splatter screen pumpkin wreath, you're going to need 4 of the pumpkin picks, and they came from Hobby Lobby, some ribbon with wire, a happy fall sign, and some Dollar Tree nautical rope, and some zip ties to get started. Now we're going to make a swag, so I am just fluffing the pumpkin pick from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to place one on the left side and one on the right side, overlapping the stems. Then I'm going to take the second pumpkin pick that's just a little smaller, place one on the left and then one on the right, overlapping the stems. Don't forget to fluff and shape your flowers as you go. Now I'm going to take a zip tie and just wrap the zip tie nice and tight around the center of my swag. And I picked up these flowers at Hobby Lobby when they had fall decor 40% off. Now I'm going to trim the zip tie shorter. Now I have a pretty little fall swag. Next we're going to make a bow. Let out a short tail, then make a loop. Pinch it tightly in your hand. I like to hold mine in my left hand. Sometimes you have to twist your ribbon to keep the design on top, so just do a half turn to keep the design on top. Make sure you're making your loops the same size on each side. Now I'm going to do 2 loops on the left, 2 loops on the right, and let out a tail. And then I'm going to take a zip tie and wrap it nice and tight around the center of my bow. And this is 2.5 inch width ribbon with wire. And here I'm taking the zip tie, going to get it nice and tight around the center of my bow. And then I'm going to dovetail the ends and fluff and shape my bow. And I didn't want a very big bow for this, So here I'm taking the end, folding it in half with the edges to the left side, going to the folded side, cutting away from the fold, and that makes the pretty V on the ends. My daughter just made the quickest and easiest fall dessert that she had seen a video on TikTok, and it was so yummy and so easy to make. So if you'd like for me to start sharing some quick and easy recipes, I'll talk to my daughter and see if she will share it with you. So if you'd like to see a tutorial or something like that, let me know if you like quick and easy recipes. And here's how my bow turned out. It's not one of my better bows, but it will work. And now I'm just taking a piece of 20 gauge floral wire, sliding it underneath the zip tie. That way I can easily attach my bow wires to my swag. So I'm going to take my bow, then I'm going to take my swag, wrap those bow wires right around the center of my swag, go to the back, give the wires a few twists. And now next I'm going to take those wires and I'm going to take my sign. It says Hello Fall that I ordered online from Craft Outlet, and I'm going to attach it. But first I'm going to wrap the pumpkin stem with some Dollar Tree nautical rope. Just be very careful when you use your hot glue. Let it have time to dry a little bit, then wrap your handle. And I use a little hot glue just randomly in spots, that way I can make sure it stays on nice and tight. You could take a piece of floral wire and thread it through the top of the handle before you cover it to hang it up, or you can make a handle with your nautical rope if you want to. I decided to use the rest of my nautical rope to make a loop. That way I could hang up my splatter screen pumpkin wreath on my door, let it all have time to dry. Now I'm taking those wires, those bow wires, and just attaching my Hello Fall sign to it. And the sign's optional. You do not have to add a sign if you do not want to. Now I'm taking the wires, going to the top of the splatter screen where the handle is, just wrapping those wires nice and tight just above the splatter screens, twisting the wires. Then I'm going to cut them off short and fold them down. Don't forget to fluff and shape your swag and make sure your loops are fluffed and your tails are going in the direction that you want on your bow. And that's it, guys. So simple and quick and inexpensive. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share, and if you have not subscribed, Parker and I would appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button. And if you have subscribed, thank you so much, and thank you guys that always leave the sweetest comments on my tutorials. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope everyone has a great night.